20. You see Coach Snyder come over to them and correct them right away. North Dakota State now has the ball on the 20.
Hey, Ryan, that's a great... And 3, don't turn it over. Now that you're on the 20, your playbook opens back up, and you can grind it out like you did on your last drive. That's a big play.
Second down 10. Crockett in the backfield. They get the ball, and the Cats dropping for a 3-yard loss.
Meshach Williams, if you're a Kansas State defensive lineman. Ryan Mueller's shown that he has the potential of being that guy.
Since that pick, you saw Jensen's 7 for 7, 68 yards and a touchdown. He needs a big throw here. That ball is on the ground. He picks it up, throws it underneath. And North Dakota State, that play looked to be dead. And guess who? Derek Lang has had big plays tonight. Not many, but crucial plays. And they're going to move the chains for a first down.
Well, remember, he had that big third down run earlier on 3rd and 15. He popped it out there. Now again on the screen. It's about contributing in the right spots. You don't have to be a superstar on this offense. Do your job. We heard Brock Jensen talk about it. You know, as a quarterback, most guys want to put up big numbers. He said, my job is to put this offense in a good position. Let guys make plays.
Fresh downs, 1st and 10. Jensen caught. And they'll lose 4. So a 3-yard loss, clock under 7 minutes left in this game. 21-17, Kansas State. Play clock to 5, snaps away. Jensen in the pocket, little hitch, finds a hole, and again, it's Ryan Smith. Slip ability.
Boy, what a strike.
Wow.
What a strike. Offensive line gave him time to sit and wait for that route to develop. But watch the offensive line. Give him a great pocket. Sit in there, sit in there. Sees his receiver come into the opening and just fires a strike. A lot of young quarterbacks will panic in that situation. They start running. Brock Jensen, a 4th-year senior, been there, done that. I know where my guy's going to be. I'm going to trust him, and I'm going to deliver it to put us in a good position.
Now this Wildcat crowd comes alive on a big 3rd down and 2. Spinning. First down at the 42-yard line. Truman makes a stop on Crockett.
Hey, Craig, we've seen him go left a lot tonight, running behind Big Billy Turner, the All-American from 2012, and a preseason All-American again in 2013. Running behind their strength. And who would have thought at 2nd and 15, with 5.5 minutes left in this game, that you'd see North Dakota State sticking to the run?
I'd say this is a calm club. Just like their head coach, Craig Bowl. Crockett alongside Jensen as we're nearing the 5-minute mark. Crockett takes a bump, hit his own man, dropped for a 2-yard loss back to the 40.
These are the moments that have made Brock Jensen. He's not a big superstar kind of guy, but when the game is on the line, last-minute drive against Georgia Southern in the semifinals last year, these are his moments.
Lines up in a shotgun, quick throw. Finds a seam. Down at the 46-yard line is Gebhardt. And again, we're going back to watching what North Dakota State does so well. It's the 5- and 6-yard gain. Little here, little there. When do you start looking at the clock, Joey? It's coming up on 4 minutes.
I was just thinking that. North Dakota State have shown they're not going to change their tempo for anybody. But at a certain point, you have to take it into consideration.
Crowd gets noisy on 3rd down and 7. Over the middle. What a catch. On the run. Takes a shot. Down he goes, but hangs on as Vera.
We've talked about Ryan Smith a lot tonight. But Zach Vera led the team last year in reception yards and touchdowns. 4 touchdowns, 606 yards. North Dakota State brought back their top 5 receivers last year. Not just 1 or 2. They brought back their top 5. Brock Jensen could not be more comfortable with this group of wideouts.
Timeout. Kansas State. A rest for the Wildcats on a long drive by North Dakota State. Down the stretch we go in Manhattan. And here's a look at tonight's game summary presented by Quicken Loans, mortgages that are engineered to amaze. And I'm amazed at Kansas State. 41 yards on the ground thus far. Waters in his debut, Joey, doing a nice job with nearly 300 yards passing. And right now, Kansas State hanging on to a 4-point lead late here in the fourth. Markham inside the 40 on that catch to the 39-yard line. Brock Jensen has now hit 12 in a row.
And it's almost boring. I mean, it just kind of lulls you to sleep how efficient he's been. He knows what to do with this offense. It's great to watch.
12 straight completions since intercepted. Under center he goes. Jensen, 5-step drop. On the money, close to a first down. And it goes to Bonnet, the fullback, number 46.
Greg, they're getting in the part of the field where things are gonna start tightening up. Kansas State, when you're defending 70 yards, you're gonna play a little bit looser. When you start getting into the 30, into the 20, you're able to use that back end line as a 12th defender. And you're gonna have some situations where you're gonna have to use a timeout. You're gonna have to take a short gain, and you may have to use some timeouts. They got 3 of them right now.
Brad trying to find some noise. Keeper. And the push. How about Jensen getting help from the big fellas up front? Colville just kept pushing, number 64.
God, you think of quarterbacks as passers. Brock Jensen was the MVP of the FCS championship game last year with 3 rushing touchdowns. This guy can run the ball too.
Back in Manhattan, Kansas on a hot and humid night. 21-17, North Dakota State trying to pull off a road win against the reigning Big 12 champion from a year ago. And you can see some nervousness in the stands here in Manhattan. Second down. Right side, spinning to the 20. Randall Evans, the tackle on Crockett. Joey, let's look at the timeouts because the clock is under 2. 3 remaining for the Bison. 1 for Kansas State.
You know what that allows them to do is stick to their game plan.
Absolutely.
They haven't changed all ball game. They were down 14 to start the second half. What they do? They just ran the ball. They continued to grind the clock, and now they find themselves in a position to punch it in for a possible winning score with 3 timeouts. They don't have to change anything they're doing.
They are taking their time on the play call up the middle. Another big chunk taken away from the Wildcats inside the 15 to the 14.
You got to wonder, well, you know they're missing Arthur Brown. They know they're missing Arthur for a lot of reasons, but somebody on this Kansas State defense has to rally the troops. You cannot let this team continue to run the ball down your throat in this situation. A minute left in the ball game. Someone on this defense needs to become that emotional leader and rally the troops.
Under a minute, clock is ticking. Ojeri in the backfield for North Dakota State. Handoff, plain and simple up the middle. Not much. Now timeout. No easy game tonight for Kansas State. In town, 2-time FCS national champion North Dakota State, and they have been in this game from the start. Fell off a little bit in the third quarter, rallying here, trying to upset the Big 12 champions from a year ago. 16th play of this drive that's taken over 8 minutes off the clock. Brock Jensen, pressured, throws, caught. Inside the 10-yard line. First down, Vera with the catch.
Craig, they've done it all night. They get into that 2-by-2 set, motion the back out of the backfield, which clears the middle linebacker out and opens a huge hole. Opens a huge hole for either Barra or Ryan Smith to come in, but what a job by Brock Jensen, staying in there and delivering the football, delivering a strike to get that first down.
Jonathan Truman hit him right in the numbers.
Have to make a stop. It's been Ryan Mueller making big plays earlier in the ball game, getting some penetration and getting into that North Dakota State backfield to blow things up. But when things have been tough like this, there's no Arthur Brown coming to the rescue here.
42 seconds left. First and goal. Inside to the 1. Just short of the goal line. What a run. Brock Jensen turned the corner, had a head of steam, and just short of the touchdown.
Wonderful play call.
Now the final timeout is used by North Dakota State with just over 30 seconds left.
How cyclical is this? North Dakota State started the ball game with that fly sweep to Ryan Smith, hit it big for 18 yards. They came back later with the reverse off of it. Now you faked it in what could have been the last play of this offensive of this play for the game for North Dakota State. Faked the fly sweep and came back with an option the other direction. They have set up their plays so well. It's been a fantastic combination of power, straight ahead football, and then using their athletes, using their attributes. You're scared of Ryan Smith on that fly sweep after you saw what he did on the first play, and they've been able to capitalize that on do things off of it. Fantastic play calling tonight by North Dakota State.
How about the two different emotions? Craig Bowl, tight lip, looking for an upset on the road. Kansas State fans. It's rare they lose in the Snyder Family Stadium.
Look at the body language on the other side of the ball right now, Craig. There you go. Finally, you get somebody on the defensive side of the ball for Kansas State trying to get a little emotion. They're just standing there. This is 1 yard between you and being upset by an FCS team at home.
18th play of this drive. And now Kansas State wanted to look at the offensive set. They will call timeout. Their final of this game. An 18-play drive in the making. Nearly 9 minutes off the clock. Methodical. Joey Harrington at times throughout this fourth quarter. And you talked about upset. We're looking at one, and just about, I look at the clock, 32 ticks away if they can punch it in.
If the way they've been moving the football this drive, 9 minutes off the clock, what was that, their 18th play of the drive?
This will be.
You would never expect an FCS team to come into a defending Big 12 champions home stadium and do this at the end of the ball game. Kansas State's defense needs to come up with some sort of emotion, get a big stop. Get yourself going, because you know what? Not only are you out of it on the defensive side, but the crowd is out of it right now. Rely on your home crowd to get some emotion going, because this is your chance.
Well, those faces paint the picture. Bill Snyder has built a dominant program here at Kansas State, not once but twice in his 22 years. And here we go. Grothman, the fullback, Ojuri lines up behind him. 1 yard separates possible upset. Quarterback keeper leans in, touchdown Jensen.
How many times can this young man do this? Against Georgia Southern last year in the semifinals, takes him down the field, runs the ball in, a 4-minute drive there at the end to win it and get him into the championship. Now to start the 2013 season, takes him 9 minutes, 18 plays down the field. Wow.
And now Keller will try the PAT. What a drive it was. 80 yards, nearly 9 minutes, 18 plays. He was the MVP of the FCS championship last year against Sam Houston State. And there's a reason why.
Oh, boy. That's a play where you go back in the film room on Monday. And you're going to kick yourself if you're Blake Slaughter. You had a chance there. You had a chance to step in and make that tackle at the goal line and stop him.